It started with a single accusation. US President Donald Trump accused Venezuela of drug trafficking. He said they are moving the drugs from Venezuela to US. And American warships moved into the region. Washington attacked boats. It called them drug boats. It is killed more than 90 people and they attacked 21 times. US blocking Venezuela's oil. It means oil tankers cannot enter or leaving Venezuela. And country that lives on oil. This is the death nail. So we need to analyze this. What is that really about? Is it about stopping drugs? Is it about Venezuela's oil? Or is it about toppling the Venezuela's regime? Now we will try to break it down. Venezuela. It is located on the northern coast of South America. The capital city is called Caracas. This country has around 28 million people. It also has the largest proven oil reserves on the planet. In the 1970s, Venezuela was one of the most richest countries in the world because of its vast oil resources. In fact, Venezuela has more proven oil reserves than Saudi Arabia, making it the country with the large proven oil reserves globally. However, only a few people benefited from this oil wealth. In 1999, Hugo Chavez became the president of Venezuela. After coming the power, he took control of the oil industries from private companies and brought it under government ownership. As a result, all oil resources came under government control. Using revenue from oil sales, the government provided free food, medicine, and essential commodities to the people. This system continued on a daily basis. Over time, people became completely dependent on the government and stopped working to improve their own livelihoods. Venezuela began importing basic necessities such as vegetables, rice, medicine, and more from other countries instead of producing them domestically. In 2013, Hugo Chavez died and Nicolas Maduro became the president. Even after this, people continued to depend heavily on the government support. In 2016, global oil prices fell sharply from around $100 per barrel to nearly $40 per barrel. Due to reduced oil revenue, the government printed large amount of currency and distributed to the public. It led to very high prices and a weak currency. As the crisis worsened, Venezuela became involved in illegal activities like drug trafficking. With support from some government members, drugs were smuggled to the US and some other countries as well. Recently, the US Navy in the Caribbean Sea intercepted and Venezuelan military personnel were involved. As a result, US President Donald Trump increased pressure on Venezuela. Trump quoted that I am ordering a total and complete blockade of all sanctioned oil tankers. A ship is carrying Venezuela's oil. According to the US, the ship is illegal, so they can stop it, they can seize it. So, this is a direct blow to Venezuela's oil supply. So, that oil blockade is that logical essential for that campaign C. Venezuela is already economically freeze. The economy was surveying on only oil export. And this is not just about Venezuela. This blockade has implemented for the whole world. Now the oil price increased by 2.5%. Now Venezuela exports roughly 6 lakhs barrels of oil per day, which is not just a big number, but this could affect countries that rely on Venezuela's crude oil. Countries like China. In fact, China is the biggest part here. It buys most of Venezuela's oil. Much of that oil repays old Chinese loan. We have made out. And what about India? Well, in 2024, India imported around 1 million barrels of Venezuela's crude, which made up only 1.5% of Indian oil needed. So this blockade won't hurt India. So we need to understand what all of this is really about. Is it about drugs or is it about oil or is it about something else altogether? Analysts say this is about regime change. Venezuela is ruled by Nicolas Maduro. He became president in 2013. He's been president since. The US does not like him. They want him gone. But they wanted him gone for years now. Why are they applying pressure now? What has changed now? Also another layer in this page. This is Venezuela's opposition. Maria Corina Machado. She is a prominent opposition. This year she won the Nobel Peace Prize and she dedicated to the Donald Trump. So, removing Maduro could unleash chaos in Venezuela. It could destabilize the whole regime. So, while regime change, it is a part of the picture and it is also a very high risk gamble. Share and subscribe for more.